Well, I'm not in the beautiful Muncaster Castle or in Wales by the beautiful lake or by the canal with all the boats. I'm in my back garden and the sun is supposed to be shining today. It's supposed to be quite warm. So what I've decided to do, I'm not going to be stuck in the studio. I'm going to go to one of the spots that I usually take my dog for a walk and take you there, because I went there yesterday. Take a look at this picture. And that is what I saw, and I kind of thought, oh my god, I've got some gorgeous places right on the doorstep. So I'm going to go back over there in a mo, take the dog and take some photos and then bring that back here, because I've set it up in the garden and hopefully by then the sun will be shining. So I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. You've encouraged me to make more paintings and to do more motorbike journeys and plein air paintings, because I'm getting a little bit more support. So that is just fantastic. The more support I get, the more paintings I'll do. Okay, so speak to you soon and I'll get the dog. It is only round the corner, so I popped the dog in the car and we're on our way. So it's a sweet little spot, this. That sun keeps promising to come out. So this is Clockface Country Park. So just over this little hill is a little surprise. It looks like the dog's taking me for a walk. Such a gorgeous smell. All the grass has just been cut. Now there's a bench up there, but I'm not sure whether it's too far away. Here we go. Let's just pop down here and see if we can see some reflections. Because what I might have to do is just sit on the grass. Because I'd quite like to get close. How amazing is that? It's just so nice to see the clouds in the water. And the sky looks so great today. So yeah, 5 minutes from my door. I'm here. So all I've brought today is a new sketchbook that I've bought, a different size, and my favourite pencil. And that's all, because that's all I need, because I'm going to go back home and actually paint the scene at home. I think I'm going to have to do a stand-in job actually, because I want to do a quick sketch. And I'm going to take some photographs. I think this is the spot. Definitely this is the spot. Okay, I'm going to get my stuff out, like I say, just a pencil and a sketch pad, and see if I can capture this little scene and then take it back with me. See you in a minute. Just try to get all those shapes in and making sure that all the clusters are in the right place. This foreground is gonna be the main perspective really, and then this beautiful swooping scene of the lake. So I'm going to take quite a few pictures and take them back with me. I think the dog's getting restless, he's going to want a little run. Try and get a couple of those ducks flying across the water as they just were then, and then take that back. But yeah, just a really quick sketch just to try and capture some of those shapes, because you can't always get that on the photographs. And I'll see you in a minute back in the back garden. Bye. You can see why the fishermen love this spot. It's so peaceful. Just the sound of the duck quacking away. It makes you want to talk dead quietly. I'm just going to tape with gum strip my paper to... I'm not going to stretch the paper, I'm just going to tape it to the board. It doesn't need stretching because, like I said earlier, I bought myself a new pad, and you know the pad it's 240 grams, which is quite a thick acrylic paper, so it doesn't really need stretching. I'll quickly tape it to the board, and then while that's drying, I'll be able to get my paints out. So I've got my little setup done. As I've just showed you, I've just taped my image to the board. I've got all my paints ready. I've had to put the brolly up because, as you know, if you're working from an image that you've uploaded, the colours I would not be able to see in this light because the sun has finally come out and shone upon us. So I want you to be able to see this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a time lapse of the first layer of acrylics. I've even got some beautiful incense blowing underneath there, so I've got this really nice smell going on, as well as all this lovely lavender. So I'll get the first image down and then have another chat. Speak to you soon. Into this sky for such a small piece because I've downsized for this painting, but it is quite a dramatic sky. So what I can do now that I'm happy with layering the sky, because there's so much cloud and blue sky and dark clouds and white clouds, I can then start to put a little bit of reflection there. And don't forget, when you're doing a sky, you've got artist merit really, because it changes, the clouds move, so just capture which bit of it that you really like. So now I'm at the stage where I can start to add the clouds into the water, and believe me, I need a cold drink because it's getting warm again. Finally the summer is back. Good morning, everybody. I've come back down to the lakeside to gather some more information, really, because when I was drawing this yesterday, which isn't finished, only had a little hour or so to do on it, I wanted to get some more information about what was around the outside of the water, because my pictures just gathered clusters of grass, and I wanted to take a little bit more detail. And the grass here, you can see the dog, that's got speckles of yellow and pink and white on it. So I really wanted to come back down while it was nice and quiet, while I was taking the dog for a walk, and gather some more information, which I will take back when I go back home after I've finished my walk. Speak to you soon. Good morning, everybody. Well, this is turning into a day in the life of an artist. Well, of me, of Faye. So I've walked the dog, I've done a little bit of exercise, quick shower, and I'm back on to my art. Sun's coming out, so perfect. Yee. See you later. We're having such a lovely day today. The sun has just finally gone over behind the trees just here. So I've been able to take the sun brolly away and actually see without wearing my sunglasses. So I have to make a new palette, because I've been mixing all my colours up so much that my palette has become quite dirty. There's still lots going on. I will just put paint over the top of that. But I've had some comments from previous videos about what I'm using and what I'm thinking. Today I was going to go to the shops and get a few more bits and pieces, because I am running low on some of the key colours that I use. So I'm going to share with you the predominant palette that I'm using here. And it consists of my favourite green. This is my favourite green, which is a sap green. Now, because I do so much landscape, this is the kind of colour that I always mix with. Alongside that, I use two types of white. I use the titanium strong white, and then this white is it's a titanium as well, but it's not as strong as this make. I don't use the labels of makes, because I do use a lot of different types, but this is easier for mixing. There is a particular mixing white that I use, but I kind of do that as a layer over the top. Yellow ochre is another strong contender, one of the colours that I always use, and this is what I'm running low on. I use a burnt sienna, and I have just literally ran low on the burnt umber. So I need to get some more. I can mix my own browns, obviously. Everyone can mix their own browns, which is what I'm tending to do now. And I'm having to use the black as a substitute, really. So yeah, so that's what I'm up to. I'm loving this one, really, really enjoying it. As you saw earlier, I went down back to this scene today to acquire some more information, which has enabled me just to be a little bit more kind of careful with some of these clusters of bushes that I'm doing at the moment. So I'm going to give this another hour, and then I'm going to relax for the evening, and then maybe come back to it tomorrow. So I'm in no rush to finish this piece. Like I say, I've got to go to the shops tomorrow, so I might take you to the shops and see what I go and buy, as that's been a request. So I hope you're enjoying this. I'll continue the time lapse and speak to you later. Bye for now. hear me behind the sound of the motorbike. What better way to end the day of painting, walking the dog, yoga, than a ride on my motorcycle. So I'll take you with me. Just gonna have a little ride, end the day of pleasure. Speak to you soon.